Hi guys, welcome back. This is the continuation of the previous video. If you did not watch the previous video, please do watch part 1. So let us now continue with the 2-mark questions. Now we'll observe the 17th question. Here it is given that prove that 3 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, let us focus on how to solve this. This proof is a verification of the contradiction theorem. To prove this, you have to first assume that 3 plus root 2 is rational. Let us first assume that 3 plus root 2 is rational. What is rational number? The number which has the other factors other than 1. So we will consider 3 plus root 2 is equal to a by b. It means that where b is not equal to 0, other than 1, a number divides this number. So when we consider this as 3 plus root 2 is equal to a by b, root 2 is equal to a by b minus 3. This is equal to a minus 3b divided by b. This is rational if b is not equal to 0 and if a and b are constants. If we consider this a and b are constants, this is rational. We already know that root 2 is irrational. So this is irrational and this is rational. By assuming that a and b are constant, this is a contradiction. This contradiction has arisen because we have considered 3 plus root 2 as rational. So by this we can consider that 3 plus 2 root 2 is irrational. So this is the verification of contradiction theorem. So therefore 3 plus root 2 is irrational. Okay. Now let us move into the 18th question. Solve the given pair of linear equations by elimination method. They have given us two equations. Let us observe what are those equations. 2x plus y is equal to 8 and 3x minus y is equal to 7. (2x plus y is equal to 8) and one more equation is 3x minus y is equal to 7. This equation you have to eliminate by multiplying a common factor multiple between both equations, and then you have to reduce the equations until it comes to one variable. But here itself, by adding itself, the y gets dissolved, so you need not of multiplying any numbers to this equation. Directly if you add 1 and 2, let us consider this equation as 1, let us just consider this equation as 2. Now equation 1 plus equation 2, that gives 5x is equal to 15, x is equal to 3. Now substitute this x is equal to 3 in first equation. 2 into 3 plus y is equal to 8. Y is equal to 8 minus 6. Y is equal to 2. So the solution of this pair of equations is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. Now let us focus on the 19th question. Here it is given, find the sum of the first 20 terms of the arithmetic progression 1, 5, 9 using the formula. Now let us see how to solve this. They are given as a pair arithmetic progression, that is 1, 5, 9. By this itself we can come to know that the first term of this arithmetic progression is a is equal to 1 and the common difference is 5. What they are asked in the question is to find the sum of the first 20 terms. We know the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given as n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We know the value of a, we know the value of d, we know the value of n, and we have to find the value of s20. is 20 by 2, that is 10, into 2 into 1, that is 2, plus n is 20, 19 into d is 5. So S20 is equal to 2 plus 19 into 5, so that is 10 into 78. This comes as 780. So the answer is S20 is equal to 780. Now let us move into the 20th question. Find the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0 using quadratic formula. Here they are given us a quadratic equation and they have asked us to find the roots of that quadratic equation. We already know one formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. We have to apply those formula. Let us first write the equation. 2x square minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. We know to find the roots of the quadratic equation, the formula is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Considering a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to minus 1. Let us substitute these numbers in this equation. That comes to minus of minus 3, that is plus 3, plus or minus of b is minus 3, square becomes minus 3 whole square, that is 9, minus 4 into a is 2, 8, 8 into c minus 1, this becomes plus 1, by 2 into a, 2 into 2 is 4, this comes as 3 plus or minus square root of 10 by 4. So the value of a is 2, 4 2s are 8, so we have to put 8 here. 9 plus 9 is 17, 3 plus or minus root of 17 by 4, that is the required solution. Now let us focus on the 21st question. This question comes in two parts, A and B. Let us solve the first part of A. Prove that cos theta minus sin theta into cos theta whole divided by cos theta plus sin theta into cos theta is equal to cosec theta minus 1 by cosec theta plus 1. This kind of solutions you can prove by using LHS equal to RHS. You can take first RHS, then you can substitute any formulas and bring it up to LHS, or you can use LHS and substitute any formulas and bring it up to RHS. Now let us solve this by taking LHS and proving this is equal to RHS. Now LHS will take cos theta minus sin theta into cos theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta into cos theta. Now let us thoroughly observe what we can substitute here. Now when we remove cos theta by dividing both the numerator and denominator by cos theta, now let us divide the whole equation by cos theta. We will get 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus sin theta. Okay, Now let us remove sin theta from both numerator and denominator. This gives sin theta into 1 by sin theta minus 1 divided by sin theta into 1 by sin theta plus 1. This both will cancel. 1 by sin theta, we know that 1 by sin theta is cosec theta minus 1, and 1 by sin theta here is cosec theta plus 1. This is RHS. So by taking LHS, we have proved this is equal to RHS. That is the required solution. Now let us focus into the part B of this question. Prove that sin 30 plus cos 60 divided by cosec 30 minus cot 45 is equal to sin 90. This is a direct question. Just if you know the values and substitute the values, that itself is enough to prove that LHS is equal to RHS. Let us see the LHS of the equation. Sin 30 plus cos 60 divided by cosec 30 minus cot 45. This is equal to sin 30 value is 1 by 2, cos 60 value is 1 by 2, cosec 30 value is 2, and cot 45 value is 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1, divided by 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So the value is 1, which is nothing but the RHS asked, that is sin 90. So we have proved that LHS is equal to RHS. That is the solution of this problem. Now let us focus on the 22nd question. Here in 22nd question, they are given, find the coordinates of the point P and Q in the given graph, and hence find the length of PQ using distance formula. They have given us a graph and they are asking us to find the coordinates of point P and point Q. Let us see where the point P lies. Point P lies in x of 1 and y of 1. So we got that point P lies in the quadratic first segment, that is x comma y equal to 1 comma 1. Now let us see where point Q lies. Point Q lies x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. The quadratic equations of point P and Q is given as point P is equal to x comma y, that is equal to 1 comma 1, and point Q is equal to x comma y, that is equal to 5 comma 4. Now they are asked along with that to find the length of PQ. To find the length of PQ, we will consider this as x1 and this as y1, x2 and this is y2. Now we know the distance formula. We will apply the distance formula here. D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We know the value of x2 and we know the value of x1, y2 and y1. We will just substitute these values. Root of 5 minus 1 whole square plus 4 minus 1 whole square. 5 minus 1 is 4, that is 16, plus 4 minus 1 is 3, that square is 9. So the root of 25, this value is 5. So the distance of the segment PQ is 5. Now let us focus on 22nd B question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4, minus 3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. Internal segment line division, you have to apply a direct formula. Here they are given us 2 points, that is m1 is equal to 3 and m2 is equal to 1. The ratio in which the line segment divides the total line segment internally. Now let us see x, y how to find a of x comma y and using the x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. Now in this equation, x1 is 4 and x2 is 8, y1 is -3 and y2 is 5. Now let us apply the formula. A of x comma y is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x1 m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. We know the value of m1, that is 3, m2 is 1, x1 is 4, x2 is 8, y1 is -3 and y2 is 5. Let us substitute the numbers here. So that comes as m1 is 3, x1 is 4, that is 12, and your 2, that is 24 plus 4 divided by 3 plus 1, that is 4, comma 15 minus 3 divided by 4. This is equal to 7, 3. So the answer what we require is 7, 3. This is minus, the formula is plus, this is minus because the y1 is -3. By substituting this -3 here, this becomes minus 15 minus 3 divided by 4. Now let us see 23rd question. A basket contains 36 mangoes. 1/4 of them are rotten and others are good. If one mango is drawn at random from the basket, find the probability of getting a good mango. This is a question from probability. Let us see how to solve this question. So the total mangoes given are t is equal to 36. They are given as total, there are 36 mangoes. Out of those, 1/4 of the total mangoes are rotten. We'll see how many mangoes are rotten. That is 1/4 into 36, that is 9. 9 mangoes are rotten. Now by this we can calculate the number of good mangoes. Good mangoes are 36 minus the rotten mangoes, that is 9, that is 27. Now probability of finding the good mangoes, that is 27 divided by the total good mangoes are 27 divided by the total number of mangoes, that is 36, that is 9 by 12, that is 3 by 4. This is the solution. Now let us move into the 24th question. Draw a circle of radius 3.5 cm and construct a pair of tangents to the circle such that the angle between the tangents is 60 degree. This is a question from construction geometry. Let us see how to solve this question. They have asked first to draw a circle. First initially you have to draw a circle by considering 3.5 as the radius. The distance between this should be 3.5 cm. Now they are asked to construct a pair of tangents. First, by taking a small segment from here, divide the line segment using compass. Then from here keep this point, divide here and divide here. Then you will get a line segment that passes through here. Now keep your protractor here and do this as double of what is asked, 120 degree. Just go and point one more mark here, then divide the line segment here as here and here. From this cut one arc here, From this cut one arc here, and here it gives one more tangent. So what they asked, the total tangent distance is 60 degree, you will get here. Now let us move into the 3 mark questions. Here it is divided as 2 parts, A and B. Let us focus on part A. Divide p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus pi by g of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1, and find the quotient q of x and remainder r of x. Let us see how we can solve this question. They are given us two polynomial equation. P of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, and g of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1. You have to find the quotient q of x and the remainder r of x. Now first we will divide p of x divided by g of x, that is x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 divided by x square minus x plus 1. This is polynomial division. First you have to divide the first number in p of x divided by first number in g of x. Divide the variables power, that is x cube by x, that x square, the answer is x. Now write x here. Now multiply x into x square, that is x cube, x into minus x, that is minus x square, plus x into 1, that is x. Now you have to add this, but before adding you have to change the symbols here. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, and plus becomes minus. So this will be cancelled. Plus 3x square plus x square is 4x square, 4x minus x is plus 3x. Now bring this here, that is plus 5. Now divide whatever is there in there first, divided by x square. 4x square divided by x square, that is 4, x plus 4. Now multiply 4x square, 4 into x, that is minus 4x plus 4. Now change the symbols. This is minus, this is plus, this is minus. This becomes 7x and this becomes 1. So they asked us to find the value of q of x and r of x. Then it becomes q of x is equal to x plus 4 and r of x is equal to 7x plus 1. We'll write this. Q of x is equal to x plus 4 and r of x is equal to 7x plus 1. Let us focus on 25th B question. When the polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 4x square plus 5x minus 2 is divided by the polynomial g of x, the quotient q of x and remainder r of x are x square minus x plus 2 and 4 respectively. Find g of x. Here they are given us the value of p of x and even they are given us the value of q of x and r of x. We have to find what is the divisor. Let us see how to solve this question. Value of p of x will write p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 and the value of q of x and r of x. Q of x is equal to x square minus x plus 2, and r of x is equal to 4. We know that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Now we'll find what is g of x from this. G of x is equal to p of x minus r of x divided by q of x. P of x minus r of x, we will do that first. X cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 minus 4, that is plus 1. And the q of x value is x square minus x plus 2. Now let us divide this polynomial. X cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 1 divided by x square minus x plus 2. X cube by x square is x into x square x cube minus x square plus 2x. Change the symbols, plus minus, plus 3 plus 4x square. This is plus 2x plus 1. Now divide this, that is plus 4. 4 into x square, 4x square minus 4x plus 8. Now you will get plus 2. Now change the symbols, plus minus. 1 minus 8 is minus 7 plus 2x plus 4x 6x. 6x minus 7 is the required g of x. Now let us focus on 26th question. Find the mean for the following data. They have given us several values for statistics, class interval and frequency, and they asked us to find the mean. This, by looking itself, you can say that this class interval is not continuous. First, to find the mean, you have to make the class interval as continuous. To do that, you have to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, that is the first number from each intervals, and add plus 0.5 to the upper limit, last second number of all class intervals. Now first we will write the class interval. What they are given, directly we will write that. 2 to 6, 7 to 11, 12 to 16, 17 to 21 and 22 to 26. Now we will redesign this class interval and we will write this. Class interval is 1.5 to 6.5. I have subtracted 0.5 from 2 and added 0.5 to 6. 6.5 to 11.5. 11.5 to 16.5. Same steps I am following here. 16.5 to 21.5. 21.5 to 26.5. Now we will write the frequency. Frequency is 24531. 24531. Now we will write what is xi. Xi has a formula, that is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Lower limit is this, upper limit is this, divided by 2. We have to go on adding the lower limit and upper limit, and we have to divide by 2. First upper limit, we'll write 1.5 plus 6.5, that is 8, divided by 2 is 4. 11.5 plus 6.5, that is 18, divided by 2 is 9. 11.5 plus 16.5, that is 28, divided by 2 is 14. 16.5 plus 21.5, you have to go on adding, and then you have to divide by 2. The answer is here 19, and here it is 24. We'll first calculate the summation of Fi here. Summation of Fi is 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 3 14, and 1 15. Now we will multiply f of I into x of I. Fifth column, f of I into x of I. 2 into 4 is 8, 9 into 4 is 36, 5 into 14 is 70, 9 into 13, 19 into 3, that is 57, 24 into 1, 24. We will do summation of f of I into x of I. 8 plus 36, 44, 70 plus 44, 104. By adding 57 and 24, we will get 195. To calculate the mean, the formula is mean is equal to summation of f of I x of I divided by summation of fi. We know the summation of f of I x of I is 195, divided by summation of fi is 15. The value is 13. 15 13s are 195. Now let us move in 26th B question. Here they have asked us to calculate the mode for the following data. They have given us class interval and the frequency. Here we no need of doing any alteration as the class interval is continuous. We just need to solve the intervals here. We will first write the class intervals here. Class interval 1 to 5, 5 to 9, 9 to 13, 9 to 13, 13 to 17, and 17 to 21, and 17 to 21. We will write the frequency 1, 3, 7, 10 and 9. 1, 3, 7, 10 and 9. We just have to choose the model class here. Model class is the class interval in which the frequency is high. By comparing all this, we can observe that the frequency 10 is high here, 10. So this we will consider as model class 13 to 17. And whatever the frequency of the model class, that is f1, the previous frequency pertaining to the model class is f0, and the frequency after the model class, that is f2. Now you have to calculate what is the L. L is the lower limit of the class interval of model class. L is 13, f1 is 10, f0 is 7, f2 is 9. H is equal to upper limit minus lower limit of the model class. We know the upper limit of this class is 17 minus lower limit is 13, that is 4. We know the formula mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2, this whole into h. We know the value of L is 13, f1 is 10, minus f0 is 7, divided by 2 f1 is 20, minus f0 is 7, minus f2 is 9, this whole into h is 4. By substituting all these numbers, we will get the final answer, that is 16. Now let us move into the 27th question. They are given us D is a point on the side BC of triangle ABC such that angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. Then prove that AC square is equal to BC into CD. This is the question from triangles. Now we'll solve this. They are given as D is a point on the side BC of triangle ABC. We'll just first initially draw a triangle ABC. ABC. And they are given us D is a point on the side BC. We'll consider this as the point D. And angle ADC is equal to angle ABC. This angle is equal to angle ADC is equal to angle ABC. We have to prove AC square is equal to BC into CD. First, initially what they are given us, angle ADC is equal to angle BAC. That is given. Angle ACD is equal to angle BCA. By comparing these two sides, you see that C is a common angle. So we can write that angle ACD is equal to angle BCA. That is common angle. So by these two angle properties, we can write directly as triangle ADC is proportional to triangle BAC by angle similarity criteria. Now by this we can conclude the next step, that is angle AD by angle BA is equal to DC by AC is equal to AC by BC. This is because corresponding sides of, I'll write the reason, then I'll explain. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Now we have found out that triangle ADC is proportional to triangle BAC. These two triangles are equal. Now we have considered the sides of these triangles. Now we will compare ADC. Angle AD divided by angle BA. This side divided by this side. DC, this base, divided by AC. To make it clear, I will draw these two triangles as separate. ADC and BAC. They are given as ADC is equal to BAC. These two triangles are equal. ACD and BCA is equal. We are considered by common angle. Now we compare AD by BA is equal to DC by AC is equal to AC by BC, this side. Now by this we can observe that DC by AC is equal to AC by BC, that is equal to, that is similarity proportional as CD by CA. I just interchange the sides, is equal to AC by BC. Now multiply this. CA is equal to AC, so CA square is equal to CD into CB. Now as it is required by the question, we will write AC square is equal to BC into CD. Now let us move into the 27th question, B part. In the figure, triangle ABC and triangle AMP are right angled triangles, right angled at B and M respectively. Then they asked us to prove CA by PA, that is this line CA by PA is equal to BC by MP. Let us see how to solve this. We will consider these two triangles as separate. ABC, this angle is a right angle, and triangle AMP, right angled at M. Now we already know that they are given, they are right angled, so triangle ABC is equal to triangle AMP. By the question they are given this 90 degree, and angle BAC is equal to angle MAP. This is a common angle. A is common between both these triangles. These two equations gives us that triangle ABC is proportional to triangle AMP by angle similarity criteria. This concludes us to the ratios of their sides. AB by AM is equal to BC by MP is equal to AC by AP. The same like last question, corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. So by comparing these two equations, what is required in the question, we have got that CA by PA is equal to BC by MP. Now let us move into the 28th question. This is the proof. Prove that the length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is a direct proof. Here just you have to prove that the length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Now let us see how to prove this. To prove this, first we'll go with the construction. I'll draw the required construction, whatever is required. I have taken one circle with O as the radius, Q and P are points, and these are the tangents that are joining the point P. Now the length of the tangents drawn from external point. So we have to prove that PQ is equal to PR. These are the tangents. The length of these two tangents are equal. First we'll write the given. Consider circle with O as the center and we'll consider 2 points Q and P on the circle, and PQ and PR are the tangents drawn from point P. Now what we have to prove is to prove PQ is equal to PR. Initially we have to write the constructions. What you have done, you have joined O and Q. Second construction is you have joined O and R, and the third construction is you have joined O and P. Now let us focus on the proof. Now we will consider these two triangles OQP and OPR. This is R, OQP and OPR. By these two triangles, one thing is sure: in triangle OQP and triangle ORP, this angle is 90 degree. I have not drawn it properly. If you draw a proper circle and if you draw a proper radius, then you will get it as 90 degree. OQP is equal to ORP, that is equal to 90 degree. You have to write the reason, that is radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. If you had drawn this properly, you would have got that radius is perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Now for both this triangle, OP is equal to OP, that is common side. Next, OQ is equal to OR. This should be equal, as this is the radius of the common circle. This OQ is equal to OR, as this is the radius of circle, or you can write radius of same circle. By three equations we can write triangle OQP is similar to triangle ORP by RHS congruency rule. By this you can write PQ is equal to PR by CPCT. If you write this is enough. What is CPCT? Is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Let us move into the 29th question. In the figure, area of sector AOBPA of radius r is 231 cm square and the length of the arc APB is 22 cm. Find the radius of the sector and angle theta. They are given as a sector AOBPA. Radius r is given and the length is also given. Now area is given here 231 cm and length is given. We have to find what is the radius and the angle theta. We'll see how to solve this. We do not know what is r, radius, and we do not know what is theta. Area of sector they are given, that is 231. We know the formula for area of sector is theta by 360 into pi r square is equal to 231. From this we have to find theta. We will get in terms of r 231 into 360 divided by pi r square. Consider this as the first equation. Length of the arc they are given. Length of the arc is 22. We know the formula for length of arc, theta by 360 into 2 pi r that is equal to 22. We will find theta in terms of r. Theta is equal to 22 into 360 divided by 2 pi r. Let us consider this as the second equation. Now from first equation and second equation we will get 231 into 2r is equal to r square into 22. We will get r is equal to 21r by r is equal to 21. So we have found out the value of r, that is 21. Now let us find out the value of theta. Substitute this r in first equation. This equation we will get theta is equal to 231 into 360 divided by pi. You can take it as 3.14 or 22 by 7 into r. We have found out 21 square. This is 3.14. The value of theta is 60 degree. Now let us focus on 29th B question. In the figure, a rectangle ROQP is inscribed in the quadrant of a circle. If the length and breadth of the rectangle are 16 cm and 12 cm respectively, find the area of the shaded region. They are given a rectangle is inscribed in the quadrant of the circle. This rectangle is inscribed in the quadrant of the circle, and even along with that they are given the length and breadth of the rectangle. You have to find the area of this shaded region. Let us see how to solve this question. Here length is already given 16 cm, breadth is 12 cm. You have to find the shaded area. We will consider this triangle PQO and let us apply Pythagoras theorem here to find the value of OP. In triangle PQO, this PQO triangle, 12 cm base they are given. This PQ is same as RO, that is 16 cm. We'll find PO. Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equal to altitude square plus base square. OP, that is hypotenuse, altitude is 12 cm, 12 whole square plus 16 square, that is 400. By taking roots on both sides we will get OP is equal to 20. Now what is area of the shaded region? This is nothing but area of this whole quadrant minus area of the rectangle. Now area of the shaded region, we will find area of shaded region is equal to area of the quadrant minus area in rectangle, area that rectangle covers. Area of quadrant, we know the formula, theta by 360 into pi r square minus area of a rectangle is length into breadth. The angle is right angle triangle, so angle is 90 by 360, pi applies 22 by 7 into 20, r is 20, we have got into 20. Radius of the circle we have got just now, we have found out, that is the radius of that circle, minus length is 16, breadth is 12. By solving this equation you will get 856 by 7, that is 122.29 centimeters square. That is the area of the shaded region. Now let us move into 30th question. Age of the mother is twice the square of age of her son. After 8 years, mother's age becomes 4 years more than the thrice of age of her son. Find the present ages. To solve this kind of questions, you have to consider the age in terms of x. Now let us consider son's present age. Son's present age is x. Mother's age is given as twice the square of age of her son. Mother's age is twice the square of the age of her son, that is 2x square. Now after 8 years what becomes, we will see. Mother's age becomes 4 years more than thrice of age of her son. After 8 years what will happen? Son's age will become x plus 8 and mother's age will become 2x square plus 8. We know initially you have to add initial age to 8. Now they have said after 8 years what is mom's age? 2x plus square plus 8. That becomes 4 years more than thrice the age of her son. Add 4 to thrice the age of the son at after 8 years. By solving this equation, you will get 2x square minus 3x minus 20 is equal to 0. This is the equation, quadratic equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The solution is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by whole divided by 2a. Here a is 2, b is minus 3, c is minus 20. Let us substitute. Minus of minus 3 plus 3 plus or minus square root of b is minus 3 square 9 into 4 into 2a plus it becomes plus 4 into 8, 8 into 160, 2 into 2, 4. The answer is x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 5 by 2. We know the age cannot be in negative numbers, so the age we have to take x is equal to 4. So the son's age is 4, mother's age is 2 times of 4 square. Initially it is given, it is 2x square, so 2 times of 4 square, that is 32. So the son's age is 4 years and mother's age is 32 years. Now let us move into the next question. Here in this question, in the figure, ABC is a triangle whose vertices are A of x10, B of 2, 2 and C of 12, 2. If Q of 9, 6, this point is the midpoint of AC and the area of triangle APQ, this is they are given 12 cm square. To find the area of quadrilateral PBCQ. Let us see how to solve this question. They are given the area of quadrilateral. PBCQ, that is 28 centimeters square. Midpoint, that is 9, 6. We know the midpoint formula. We'll consider Q of 9, 6 is equal to x plus 12 divided by 2, comma 10 plus 2 divided by 2. We know the midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. We applied the same formula. We know the midpoint values, that is 9, 6. We will just compare the equation and find what is the value of x. By comparing this equation, we will get 9 is equal to x plus 12 divided by 2. Value of x is 9 into 2, 18 minus 12, that is 6. Now we will find out the area of triangle ABC. A is 6, 10, we have found out the value just now. B is 2, 2, C is 12, 2. We know the area of triangle formula. We'll just apply. I'll first write the area of triangle formula. Half into x1 into y1 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. This is x1 y1, x2 y2, and x3 y3. x1 is 6, x2 is 2 and x2 is 2 and x3 is 12. y1 is 10, y2 is 2 and y3 is 2. Just apply the formula now. Half into 6 into 2 minus 2 plus 2 into 2 minus 10 plus 12 into 10 minus 2 will get the area of this triangle is 40 centimeters square. Now you have to find the area of the quadrilateral PBCQ. Area of the quadrilateral PBCQ is nothing but area of triangle ABC minus area of triangle APQ. We know area of triangle ABC is 40, what you obtained just now, and area of triangle APQ is 12. They have already given that. The answer is 40 minus 12. Area of triangle ABC minus area of triangle APQ. Let us move into the 32nd question. The ages of 100 patients admitted in a hospital are as follows. Draw a less than type OQ for the given data. Here they are given ages, that is in years, and the number of patients, that is cumulative frequency. In these type of questions, if they do not give cumulative frequency, if they just give frequency, you have to add the successive frequency. That is, I'll just take an example here. If it was frequency instead of cumulative frequency, the first frequency will remain 6. Next frequency will be 15 plus 6, 21. Here you have to, instead of that, you have to write 21. Find out all the cumulative frequency up to that. That is 21 plus 38 for the next. Then whatever the answer you obtain from this, add that to 46. Like on. Here they are given directly cumulative frequency. So the ages 10, this is x and this is y. Directly 10, 6, 20, 15. We'll write the x, y for each. 10, 6, 20, 15, and so on you have to write. That is 30, 38, 40, 46, 50, 65, 60, 84, and 70, 100. Draw a graph by taking x-axis as the age, consider this as the origin, and cumulative frequency y as the y-axis. Draw a graph. That itself is the less than type OQ graph. Now let us move into the 33rd question. Next question. Here they asked us to construct a triangle with sides 6 cm, 8 cm and 9 cm, and then construct another triangle whose sides are 2 by 3 of the corresponding sides of the first triangle. They are given the sides of the triangle 6, 8 and one more is 9. First draw that triangle. Consider your highest number as the base, 9, draw here 6, then 8. Then draw a line here making an acute angle with this point. We'll consider this point as A, B, C. Draw a line, just it has to make acute angle. Now they are asked 2 by 3 of the origin, so cut this thrice taking a small segment 2 by 3. Whichever is greater in 2 by 3, cut that point. In that 2 by 3, 3 is greater, so cut 3 points. Now join this last cut to C point, this one straightly to the base of the triangle, and then from here draw a straight line to this segment. This segment where the point touches is the 2 by 3 of that triangle. That itself they asked us to draw.